Okay, I might be coming up a little short in today's video because there's just some things I could not figure out. So if you happen to figure it out for me in today's video, and I'll get into more specifics as we go on what I was trying to figure out, but it's in regards to this exotic right here, Chromatic Fire. By the way, shout out to Light Razor for landing this bad boy. I think he landed it from Gambit, guys. I think it's purely RNG, but this exotic comes with the intrinsic perk Crystalline Transistor. Precision kills with your kinetic weapon creates an explosion in the element of your equipped subclass. So this erupted in a volcano of questions for me. Can this stack with Ace of Spades? Does kinetic bows count toward this? And what subclass can this actually synergize with the best? So after playing with all of them, and I played with Voidwalker a bunch, I played with Storm and Dawnblade, it does what it says it's supposed to do, which is essentially create a super Firefly after getting a precision kill that matches your equipped subclass. So the second thing we went off the test, does this stack with Ace of Spades? Absolutely. So essentially what happens, because I was worried about this too, guys, I was worried it was going to cancel out the Firefly of Ace of Spades. No, what actually ends up happening is Firefly activates twice here. Once from Ace of Spades, which is the regular explosion that you see from Ace, and then the second explosion is that elemental explosion from Chromatic. But then this led me to the final question. What subclass does this synergize the best with? Well, I looked at top tree Voidwalker. Essentially, it says ability kills causes targets to explode. And I tried, guys. I tried to slow things down. I tried to see, does Firefly or this Crystalline Transistor exotic, if you were to kill someone with that elemental explosion, does that count as an ability kill? Could we get more explosions? Couldn't figure it out, guys. Now, this is my fault because I don't play Warlock that often. So if it was a Titan question, yes, I know those classes like the back of my hand. But in this situation, I'm having somewhat of a tough time to figure out what class synergizes the best with it. Overall, the exotic on its own 2 feet is great. It does a lot of damage. A lot of AoE damage. It makes your kinetic weapon an absolute monster. The weapons I really like to pair with it, Ace of Spades is really good, of course, but something like Midnight Coup is nasty. Guys, you're getting Rampage, Outlaw, and Firefly all on one weapon. Keeping 3 stacks of Rampage has never been so easy. And again, we're just now dipping a toe in these random roll weapons, so we're bound to even come across something even nastier. Overall, guys, I like this exotic. Definitely a PvE exotic. For PvP, I don't see myself taking advantage of its perk often enough. Yes, it does AoE damage. It's wonderful whenever you've got groups of enemies together. But in the current sandbox, I just don't know if I would use this exotic over something like Transversive Steps when it comes to PvP. I will say this about it though. Playing with Chromatic Fire makes you go for every precision shot. I swear, I could feel my aim getting a little better the more I use this exotic. Because you get this reward factor in your brain that you want to look at explosions. It's a beautiful looking thing. It's mesmerizing. So you get into this mindset that, oh man, I've got to land that precision shot. So, a side effect to using this exotic a lot, your aim is going to get a hell of a lot better. Well, fellas, that is Chromatic Fire. Let me know in the comments below what you think about it. Do you think it synergizes well with Top Tree Voidwalker? Is that going to count as an ability kill? I would love for my Warlock mains to comment on this. Well, fellas, thank you all for coming and watching, and as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.